Hello, my Christian family. Before I go into the subject, I just want to read a few verses for you. If you go to John 16:33, these things I have spoken unto you, that you might have peace in the world. You shall have tribulation. You shall have tribulation. Unlike what T.D. Jakes teaches and Joel Osteen, you shall have tribulation, not prosperity, not plenty of money, not the good life. You shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Even though Christ says he has overcome the world, he's talking about in the future because of what happened at the cross. So everything is sealed, but still, it's like chopping the head off a snake. The snake still wriggles and can do some damage if it bites you. I've overcome the world. Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world. The beginning of the world, meaning it doesn't matter what happened 5,000 years ago, all the horrors of wars and deception. Something bigger is going to happen that will challenge even your very faith, which is why the Bible says that the last days will I find faith. Will I find faith? Such is going to be the breaking point of psychological and spiritual challenges, deception, and abuse. Will I find faith? Matthew 24:15-22, a description of the great tribulation and the signs of the end times. Signs of the end times. Revelation 7:14. And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed the robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Now, obviously, that was referring to the early church who went through martyrdom, death, at the hand of Rome. Nero, who when John was on the island of Patmos and he was writing all the revelations as Christ unveiled to him or revealed to him. And these Christians who died, they were going through a tribulation of sort. However, the Christian church is always going through a persecution, okay? However, the end times persecution, the end times tribulation is going to be as such as we saw in Daniel with King Nebuchadnezzar, when he tried to change the time and season, change people's mindset. If you can change somebody's mind, you can change their beliefs, their perception, everything that I stand for. If you can change somebody's minds, you can challenge their reality. And that's what King Nebuchadnezzar did. When he says, okay, I'm going to change the time and the seasons so that when I come out, everybody should bow down to me and worship me. That's the reason why they put, Daniel, Shadrach, and Abednego in the lion's den, because they refused to hearken to this new mind waves, this ultra MK mind control. They knew what was behind it. This MK Ultra mind control. Through the laws and new laws, they were trying to manipulate Daniel, Abednego, and Shadrach to worship King Nebuchadnezzar as a god. By changing the laws, they were hoping to change their mindset. You know where I'm going with this. We are living in interesting times where the LGBTQ now want to be called they and it. And what's interesting, even they are only 0.%. Let me give you an example of the figures 0.%. I was diagnosed with cancer in my appendix. Okay, I made a video regarding it 2 months ago. I had an operation for my appendix and they found cancer in it, and I'm still waiting for results, hoping that the cancer has cleared. Okay, the kind of cancer I had, you can research it. Okay, I think it's melasmin or something, and only 0.% of people has had it. It got me depressed and worried. It wasn't a standard cancer. It was 0.0% of the population anywhere in the world had it. Hence, I had to go to Christie's Manchester University, Manchester Hospital, because it's so rare. A specialist have to look at it. So rare. Okay, that's how 0.0% is. The LGBTQ, they are 0.0%, yet they have the power to change the laws, the seasons. They even want to call God a woman, call God an it. And the Bible says we shall come towards the last days of such challenges, where a small group of people like this can dictate. No, look in Daniel 9, verse 24-27, the 70th week. You got the time of trouble in Daniel 12, verse 1. The time of the end, Daniel 12, verse 9. The great day of his wrath, Revelation 1, verse 17. And the hour of his judgment, Revelation 14, 7. The hour of his judgment. What is telling you? The Bible says that Satan knows his time is short. And don't forget, Satan is a spiritual being, a spiritual angel. He knows his time is short. He can see, he himself knows the signs, because he himself is causing all these deceptions and inspiring certain groups to wage war against the church. We Christian people, we don't even know what tribulation is, what we're going to find out. We don't even know what persecution is, what we're going to find out. When you start to have to compromise with your job, with your mortgage, with your livelihood, in the last days will I find faith. When either you play ball game and keep your job, or you say, no, I'm not going to adhere to satanic principles and satanic values. And you end up losing your home, end up losing your job, and the favorite school your kids go to, you end up losing that too. In the last days will I find faith, where they change the time and the seasons, because they know full well by creating new laws, they can change your mind. They can rewire your brain so that you no longer focus on the truth, but on their reality and their perversions. This is what it's about. Hence, the Great Tribulation. That's never happened before. You've had minor tribulations. Even that caused many Christians to go into the lion's den and to face their deaths. However, the final roaring tribulation is going to be as such that even the very elect, if it was possible, will be deceived. Even, these are not my words, don't think I'm, frightening you, right? It says, even the very elect, even those who even God has in his palms. You can't get any safer than that. In his palms. Even the very exclusive term, elect, chosen ones, if it was possible, will be deceived. In the end times, and look how many churches today are compromising. And how they're compromising? In the name of love, in the love vibration. I had a dream about that, a prophetic dream about it. This love vibration, these last days of Noah, this sinfulness of Noah, and they turn it into love and tolerance. The last days, how they go to deceive the world. Love, love, love. You tolerate any kind of filth. Change the language, the seasons. You see, tribulation is not just physical, but it's spiritual and it's mental. You end up like the Laodicea church. You end up lukewarm until you, like in Samuel, you lose the Shekinah. You continue worshiping, but you're not worshiping Christ. You're worshiping a false spirit. Such is a deception, because Satan comes as an angel of light. Many people go to church today and they don't even know the gospel. Why? The church has turned into something else. Counseling and business and motivational meetings, and they call it worship. That is a form of tribulation, because you didn't know you were being deceived. And you got deceived. That's tribulation, because you're lost. Now your salvation is lost. I can get deep on this, very, very deep. So tribulation is not just mentally spiritual, but also warfare. Assault, attacking you, violence, any forms, even love vibration, and tolerance, diversity, until there is no distinguishing, and also no right or wrong. Everything is relative. So I'm quite surprised that Christians don't read their Bibles. I'm reading this survey, and they ask how many Christians read the Bibles. Not very many. Hence why the likes of T.D. Jakes and Joel Osteen exist, and Kenneth Copeland and Benny Hinn, because Christians, I don't know what it is, but Christians would rather read Oprah Winfrey's magazine than they would the Bible. And we wonder why the tribulation many of us are going to fail. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please make a comment. What do you think? Thank you.